Greetings, y'all. I apologize about the delay. We were trying to make certain that those who were watching or planning to watch from Facebook were actually able to watch, and I'm praying that I have now gotten that situation straight. If anybody is watching from, well, on Facebook, y'all can drop something in the chat and let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. And I wanted to do a quick game before we go into the next panel, but I do see that we are running behind time. So I'm looking for volunteers for the game. You all can raise your hand to come on stage with me, and I'll bring you up, and then we'll get right into it. So any volunteers? Anybody? Y'all? Or I could run our commercial. I do have that as well. I don't see any hands. You would need to raise your hand if you like to come on stage. Okay. No? All right. Well, y'all, I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to play our commercial thanks to Power Influence Radio. So it was created by them as we're sponsors for the station. And then when we return, we'll go ahead on and go right into our business panel.
And lifestyle publication for Black women who like to be real. Magazine is an empowerment and Swag Her magazine is an empowerment and lifestyle publication for Black women who like to be real with themselves and in business. The magazine also offers public relations services and visibility coaching for Black women-led businesses, coaches, authors, and girl bosses so that they receive more exposure and grow their brands. To learn more about Swag Her magazine, please visit www.swagher.net. That's www.swagher.net. Check our swag. We're more than a mag. Hey, welcome back. I am your girl, your homie, your sister from around the way, Lady Tiffany Nicole, and I am here to stay. Welcome back to part two of Her Money Matters. We're taking control of our finances in 2022. Listen, if you missed the first one, the first part, I apologize, baby. We was on fire, honey, but you should have registered. But that's okay. Continue to follow Swag Her magazine at www.swagher.net. www.swagher.net. You can purchase this latest magazine, and I hate it. Oh, be right back. This is the March edition of the magazine, the latest edition, Swagger magazine. So you can go to www.swagher.net. Not only just get the magazine, but also find out some more information and tips on these lovely ladies on the platform, as well as get some amazing information about lifestyle. Again, check out swag. We are more than a mag. Shout out to Francesca Fancy and her team at Swag Her for awesome services and for thinking so much of us, getting us out here and getting us our money matters, getting our money together, thinking of much of us for our finances. Thank you so much. We've had a good time tonight, have learned some things. If some people that were part of the first part one of personal finances, can you type in the chat what stuck out to you from the first one? Also, I want to welcome our Facebook Live audience. Welcome to join us. though you did not register, I promise you that there are some amazing things going to be able to be shared with you as we continue to move forward. So now we're going to get a chance to introduce our personal business professional um, panel. Moving on to the business professional finance panel, business owners, we know that the number one concern for most Black business owners is funding. So in this panel, Swagher is trying to dig deeper, and we're going to ask those questions that we are all pondering. And we have an awesome team of financial experts to share their insights. Our business professional panelists are Folasade, and if I butcher your last name, please forgive me, Queen. Ayegbusi. Am I saying that right, sweetheart?
Folasade Ayegbusi.
Folasade Ayegbusi. Thank you, Queen. Also known as the accountability accountant. She helps people repair their credit and keep their credit score on fleek. You can follow Folasade at Instagram on @Folasade, Folasede, the accountant. Folasade, the accountant. F as in Frank, O as in octopus, L as in Larry, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, E as in Edward, D as in dog, E as in Edward, the accountant. We also have Terra Fontenot-Beard. Terra has over a decade of expertise within the financial industry and uses her skills to help advise individuals on how to grow their businesses through her company. Fontenot Associates Solutions, LLC, Terra's company, offers the best accounting and business operation solutions to clients. Terra will be lending her financial knowledge tonight here on the Money Matters event. You can find her on Instagram, Fontenot Solutions. That's Fontenot Solutions. We also have Janelle Bettis, head woman in charge, the HWIC of Bettis Financial. She is a financial guru that can help the biggest excess spenders learn how to budget. Bettis' financial services company takes pride in providing financial education programs to corporations, nonprofit organizations, churches, and universities, as well as assisting individuals and business owners improve your business knowledge with Bettis right here during the Her Money Matters event. Make sure you follow Janelle at Bettis Financial. That's Bettis Financial. We have Malika Honore. Malika, can you pronounce your last name for me properly?
It's Honore.
Honore. Thank you, Queen.
Yes.
Malika Honore. Malika Honore is the one to see when you want to get your business up off the ground. Her company, Honor Credit, helps budding entrepreneurs earn the capital they need in order to bring their business to fruition. Follow Malika at Honore Credit, Honore Credit, as well as I am Malika Honore. I am Malika is M as in Mary, E as in Edward, L as in love, I as in igloo, K as in king, A as in accountant. Honore. And at March, we all have goals. However, most of us need help making those goals a reality. Annette is someone who helps aspiring entrepreneurs, authors, and creators make their dreams come true. Through her company, Go Getter LLC, Annette Morris ideates strategic plans that ensure her clients' business plans materialize. You can follow Annette Morris at Annette J. Morris MA. That's Annette J. Morris MA. Welcome, Queens. I'm going to ask each of you to just say hello in your own little way. And I'm going to start at the top from what I see. Miss Janelle Bettis, say hello to the people on Facebook Live as well as here inside the room.
Hey everybody, I am so excited to be with you all on tonight. I am excited to talk about business finances, one of the things that I'm very passionate about and absolutely love. And I am excited to be amongst my peers and ready to hear all of the amazing things that they're going to share as well.
Awesome, awesome. Let's snap it up for her, Queens. We support by snaps. I know everybody can't see it, but those are on the panel. Just give us some snaps because your time is coming up soon. Annette Morris, say hello, Queen. In your
Hey
airtime.
everyone, as she mentioned earlier, introduced, I am Annette J. Morris, the owner of Go Getter LLC. I love helping female entrepreneurs to identify their God-given gift and convert their gift into a 5 to 7 figure income generating business by implementing multiple streams of income that supports their lives and their legacy. So that is what I am here tonight to talk more about.
Absolutely. Let's snap it up for Miss Annette in the building. Next up, we have Miss Malika Honore. What you got, Queen? Say hello. I love that hair color, by the way.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, I am Malika Honore. I am the founder and CEO of Honore Credit Consultants, and we help hardworking women and men and ambitious business owners unlock the keys to financial freedom by leveraging credit.
Great job. Let's snap it up for Miss Malika. Hey. Folasade. Yeah. And say your last name again for me because I hate butchering.
You could just call me Folasade the accountant. That's why, yeah.
Folasade.
Most people always come up the last name anyway.
Say hey in your own way, Queen.
Yes, hey everybody, I'm Folasade, better known as the Accountability Accountant. I'm so excited to be here speaking on the Her Money Matters platform, and I help individuals and entrepreneurs save money on their taxes, build generational wealth, and make sure that they build profitable, scalable, and sustainable businesses. So I'm excited.
Absolutely glad to have you, Queen. All right, let's snap it up for the accountant. Give her her snaps. Come on, we support each other in these things. Terra Fontenot, say hey in your own way, Queen.
Hello, everyone. My name is Terra Fontenot-Beard. Everybody say Fontenot, so no problem.
I'm sorry, Fontenot.
Fontenot, the T is silent. I'm definitely excited to be here. I am your fractional COO. I help the overwhelmed and understaffed entrepreneurs to come out of the day-to-day and help them to get back in the seat of being the CEO. So I'm excited to share all the great tips and be on here with these amazing women today.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies, so much for accepting the assignment and being able to lend your gifts and talents and your wisdom to help us queens get our money matters and change our money story. We're changing our money story tonight with some of the best and the elite in the business here on Her Money Matters. So we're going to start with Terra and Folasade. What is the difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant? And again, this is our business panelists. What is the difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant? Which one want to go first?
Sarah, you want to go first or you want me to go first? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'll go first. When I think of a bookkeeper and an accountant, a bookkeeper is more the transactional person. That's the one that's taking your transactions, they're entering them into your spreadsheet or your accounting software system. The accountant is more of the detail person, the analysis person, the one that's supporting, giving you the vision. That's how I differentiate the two. So when you're thinking about your business and what you truly need, really just think about, what do I truly need? Do I need someone who just is going to enter everything for me and I'm going to do the rest? Or you truly need an accountant, someone that's going to be the analytical side of your business?
Love it. Folasade, how about you, Queen?
Yeah, so I totally agree with her. So I'm just going to just expand a little bit. So she basically said that the bookkeeper does the transactional stuff. So the day-to-day money that the output that we put out and the money put in is what the bookkeeper tracks, all of the money that we spend. And the accountant can actually maybe, depending on their technical skills, may be able to do some of the bookkeeping. But what they do is connect the dots between the taxes, the bookkeeping, and the environment that the business operates under. So the accountant really analyzes all of the functionalities of the company.
I love it. I love that. I love that. Janelle, what are some habits that business owners should implement daily to keep their finances in order?
So some of the habits that if you're a business owner, and I would suggest that you write these down. Um, if you do not monitor your business budget on a consistent basis, I would tell you to make sure that you are monitoring your business budget. The second thing I would tell you is make sure you have a system in place to review your bookkeeping. So whether you're going to use that Excel sheet or you have an accounting software, if you're managing your books yourself, that you have a system where you are tracking those expenses that are coming in and the income into your business. Then I will also say you need to monitor your bank accounts. As a business owner, you have to check and see what is coming in and going out of your business account. It does you no good to have an account if you do not log into it or actually look at it. Okay. Then the other thing I would tell you is you as a business owner should be setting a financial goal or a business goals. You want to make sure that you are monitoring those to make sure your business is on track with the goals that you've set, and then review those reports that are important to your business, like your the sales reports, your cash flow reports, things that to monitor the health of your business and where you're going. So those would be the things I would tell you to manage as a business owner.
I like that. I like that. Miss Malika, while we know there are tiers to business credit and know to open accounts like Uline and CEO Creative, I don't know that. Is there a certain amount of time we need to stay in a tier? And if you could, for those of us that are not familiar with Uline and CEO Creative, can you enlighten us on those opportunities as well?
So the first question I heard you say, let me first just prepare y'all because I'm really loud, okay, and super passionate about what we're about to talk about. But the first question I heard you ask about was there a certain time limit that we should be in a certain tiers? Am I correct?
Yes.
And so it's not a time limit as payment experiences. And that's what we call them in our industry. And payment experiences is when you order things and you make payment, just as simple as that. And so the goal is to have at least a total overall 15, but within the first tier, you want on average 4 to 5 payment experiences. So if that answers your question. So it's not a time frame, it's about the payment experience. So how many times you're able to make payments in that particular tier. So 4 to 5 payment experiences is the goal. And what was the second question?
What are accounts like Uline and CEO Creative? What are those?
So those are yes. So those are starter vendor accounts. Those are the first original trade lines for beginning to build up business credit. So those are net either 15 or 30 accounts, which means you have either 15 days to pay those accounts back in full or 30 days. So those are the very first tiers in starting building up your business credit. So it's not revolving, it's based on a time limit. So 15 days you get or 30 days.
So you can order something so Uline is like, I believe it's a company with equipment and supplies and things of that nature.
Yes, of course. Of course.
And they're fairly easy to start an account with, even if you just got a brand new.
It's very easy. Those are always my go-to when helping our clients start it because it's simply easy. The only thing you need to have is your business foundation. You don't have to, and it has to be built. You can be in business 3 weeks. As long as your business foundation is built, is an easy way to start building business credit. Wow. The other one is, what did you say? What was the second company?
CEO Creative. Are you familiar with that?
Right.
CEO Creative.
Yeah, so they sell various different things for computers. They sell it's like a catalog of things that they can purchase for their business.
Shut the door. So you know what? And I'm sorry, y'all, but since we're talking about finances, I'm a fairly new entrepreneur. I've had my business for about 2, 3 years now. But I remember when I created my LLC and got everything, I kept getting this Uline book. I'm like, why they sending me a Uline book? So they are soliciting and letting you, mind blown. See, I'm learning something
Yeah,
already.
when you originally get your LLC, you know they sell data. So when you get your LLC, originally you go into a database that, hey, this person is starting a business, and then Uline purchases that information from
Baby,
your
a
state registry.
big
So that's
old
how you get.
book.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
I learned something new. Are there any other companies, CEO, Creative, Uline, anybody else you can think of, or any of you ladies know any other
Um,
business building credit companies that are fairly easy
so
to start?
there's Quill, which is similar to Uline. However, at this time, Quill is not reporting to the business credit bureaus, right? And so again, right? So we don't need them because they're already expensive. We have Granger, which is another one, and another one which is new, which I love, is called eCredible.
eCredible,
Yes,
E
ma'am.
dash CREDIBLE. I'm taking notes too, because yeah,
Yep.
I'm hosting and learning at the same time. I love that. Thank you,
Okay.
Queen. I hope everybody's
Yeah.
getting this information.
You're welcome.
Someone said I'll have to stop buying and paying up front from Uline and set up net account. Okay, I like that. I like that, Malika. Terra and Folasade. At what point should a business owner consider hiring an accountant, and how should they prepare?
So can I take this one first?
Go ahead,
So
Queen.
I think that a business owner should consult with an accountant prior to even registering their business. You
Oh,
should actually sit down and consult with the accountant to make sure that you're structuring your business properly. So, for example, if you're already making six figures in your 9 to 5, just setting up a normal single member LLC as a sole proprietor may not benefit you because the astronomical self-employment tax that you may be subject to and things like that. So you structuring your business as a corp or S corp may benefit you in a better way. So consulting with an accountant like me, we'll be able to sit back and say, you know what, Tiffany, this is not a good idea. I don't think that the sole proprietor works for you based on your income, and then also based on the risk factor as well, and also the industry. So I just think that they should consult with an accountant before they register the business.
love that. Thank you, Queen. Miss Tara?
I totally agree. When I look at the statistics, it just continuously says that our small business owners are failing 20% first year, 30% second year, and cash flow is one of the reasons why, because we're not prepared. We're passionate, we're creative, we want to put this business out there, but we're not thinking about the numbers. So I totally agree that if you get this process talked out, written out, defined before you start the business, then it's much easier to know when cash is flowing in, how am I going to generate the cash, and it'll help us to stay more sustainable and longevity out here in the entrepreneur world.
Awesome. This is an open question, but we've heard from Tara, so and Malika. I'm going to ask Janelle. What are some ways to some tips that you can share to boost our business credit?
So some tips that I would give you to boost your business credit. One, similar to what you would do with your personal credit, paying your bills on time, making sure that you are actually able to afford what you are putting onto your business credit. Does you no good to make these purchases, and then when the bill comes, you occur these late fees or charges because you did not pay on time. Then I will also tell you to make sure that, like Malika suggested earlier, you get those accounts that you can pay with the net payment terms, those 15 days, 30 days, 60-day terms, and actually make sure that you are paying it within enough time that it can actually have the time to report to the bureaus. You don't want it to, you immediately pay it and then all of a sudden it doesn't have enough time to report. So I've seen business owners do that, say they don't understand why their credit isn't reporting, because they're not giving it enough time to actually generate that they are utilizing that credit. So business credit is a lot like your personal credit. You manage it in the same way. Pay your bills on time, make sure you're calculating it within your budget, and utilizing it the best way that you should be utilizing it.
Thank you. Annette, what are some best ways, some tips to build business credit?
Outside of referring everybody to honorary credit consultants, that's what I do with all of my clients. But another because that is actually who helped us to get our business credit profile up and going. So I refer all of my clients to her for business credit. But one of the things that we did, we followed everything that she said. Like, she told us to do whatever she told us to do in tier 1. We did that. We got the net 30 accounts. We definitely made sure we paid all payments on time within the 30-day time frame. Well, before the 30 days was up, and we continued the process. So a lot of times people, want to establish either personal or business credit, but they don't follow what the person is saying. Like, they'll trust a company to repair their credit, but they don't follow it to a T, right? I knew that I wasn't the credit guru or the credit genius. So whatever she told us to do, we did it, right? Get this account with these particular entities. She told us the Uline and the Quill, and some of the companies told some of the same things. But what we did was, whatever we needed for the office, we got half from this particular entity, another half from this entity, and we kind of spread it out what we needed to get to accommodate the office, whatever it was. But we made sure that we made all payments on time. So as we flowed through each tier, her company gave us the insight on what we needed to do in each phase, and we followed suit, right? So if you're going to trust somebody to help you build a credit, follow the blueprint, right? Do what they tell you to do. Again, because you're not again, a lot of times we'll say, like, well, that don't make sense. We do this. Just do what they tell you to do. And you can't go wrong. So follow the blueprint if you're going to trust somebody to do it. But I highly recommend honorary credit consultants, because that's who helped us with ours.
Awesome. Miss Honore, if you could put in the chat, how can someone connect with you to consult with you? Are you offering complimentary consultations, or how can we? I mean, we done got this free commercial. We might as well.
Amen.
And getting some consultations and bringing you some business, especially now that we're on Facebook Live and have the world watching. We have LA, and we even have London, England here. We have people, ladies, I'm not people, women, ladies, it's our month, all over the world attached tonight. So we all need business credit. Thank you, ladies, so much for that information. Annette, what are some other ways entrepreneurs can increase their streams of income?
So that's my jam. I always tell my clients, listen, I don't believe in just having one stream of income in a business, right? Because if that stream of income dries, then what's going to happen, right? The business is closed, you're out of revenue, whatever it is. I do believe in having multiple streams of income in a business, and not necessarily multiple businesses, right? Because a lot of people tend to think multiple streams means multiple businesses. That's not necessarily what that means, right? You can have several streams of income under one business. So I'll use, for example, my business, Go Get a LLC, we have 7 streams of income, right, in that one business. So I'm not all over the place with bookkeeping, accounting, all of this going from one business to the other. All of that is flowing into one business, right? So we have the Go Get a Small Business Center. I'm not going to name all 7, but just a few. We have the Go Get a Small Business Center, which is a center for entrepreneurs that allows them to come in, host their business-related events. So we've had book releases there. We've had business launches there, all type of events that are business related, business networking events, those type of things, right? We also have government and state contracts. So that's another stream of revenue that comes into our business, right? In addition to Go Get a University, which we just relaunched last week, which is a university DIY platform where aspiring entrepreneurs and existing entrepreneurs can come in and learn either how to start a nonprofit, how to start a for-profit. They can learn grant writing, nonprofit sustainability, how to move their business from start to 10K a month. So we have the 10K and 30 Academy. all of those other type things, right? So it's multiple streams of income, but it's all under one business, right? Which means I'm not going from one business to another. Why do I not encourage that? Because I did that before as a full-time entrepreneur. You know, when we go into the entrepreneurship space from working for somebody, we in a mindset of being a hustler, right? I got to get this money because I got to feed the kids, I got to pay the tuition, I got to do this. And at one time I had 3 businesses, right? And you know what the old people used to say about the person that chased more than one rabbit, they catch none. That is the truth, right? Because I never fully crossed over into 6 figures or fully thrived in either one, because I was giving a little attention here to this business, little here, little here. And now I crossed over when I got into pulling the streams, make sure all the streams aligned with what I was passionate about, right? What I love to do. They all came into alignment with that one business. And now I can run one business effectively and efficiently with multiple streams. And some are on automation that I don't even have to work for.
I love that. I
Thank
love
you.
that. Good stuff. Having
Can I-
one business,
Yes.
one vision,
Mm-hmm.
but many streams.
Yes.
So that when one dries up, there's another stream coming through. Come on, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, bro.
And that look ain't nothing like when they're flowing at the same time, you know. So that
That's
in
the
one business.
overflow.
Yes,
The
exactly.
overflow.
Exactly.
Yes, it's the book for me.
Yes.
Oh, yes, for those of you that are, huh?
Can I add to what
Yes,
Annette
please.
said? So I absolutely love her point to making sure that it does align with your business and its purposes. And so I even take it a step further, is saying like, okay, from what I do mainly in my business, how can I diversify that? So that could be in the way of digital products, that can be courses that you can create, that can be physical products that you decide to create, affiliate marketing from services or systems that you use inside your business, things that are already still working. So these are other ways that you can generate income from your business by using what you already use every day. You're the best advocate for it because you utilize it. And then you can do memberships, subscriptions to your business for a service or a product that you use, a loyalty program, all things within your business that still align with the purpose of your business.
Yep.
Affiliates. I've heard a lot about affiliates, and that is an excellent stream of income. Thank you for Janelle. I totally forgot about that. But a lot of places where affiliates, where you just have the link on your website and somebody's already on your website, and that click on that leads to that allows you to get so much money from the clicks and sending people their way. Yes, Kim Cross says, yes, I love a
Yes.
great membership program.
I was going to co-sign the affiliate. That is the easiest way to do almost absolutely nothing and get paid. I can tell you, and I can testify to this. My affiliates pay my house note, pay my my mortgage, pay my Audi truck note, and car insurance, and another piece of commercial property just on affiliates.
Come on, affiliates.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
money while you sleep.
Yes.
Come on,
Ma'am.
that's
Yeah.
baby. That's a class. That's a shout. Wait.
Yeah.
Sweet, that's my spirit. Let me start Googling right now.
Okay.
That's amazing. That's money in your sleep.
Is, and you do very a little. I don't do anything but put links in my link tree and links on my website. That's it. Now I do bring traffic there, but I do absolutely nothing, and I get a nice check every month.
Come on and see my radio station plug. You can download Power Influence Radio. I'm thinking about being able to do that for my radio station, since we'll be, having sponsorships, but should be able to connect affiliates to the website as well as to the app. But you are able to download Power Influence Radio on your cell phones right now, Apple or Google. And actually, if you could, real quick, take a selfie sometime at night and post it on your page that you support Power Influence Radio. We are growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you so much. But just with you saying that, Fancy, thank you. Fancy is the director of our PR. So she's putting that information in the deal. But that's the website. But definitely you can click on it and download the app and get us a selfie. We're giving away a t-shirt and or a hoodie when we do our drawing at the end of the month. But I think that's great to have an app and be able to, put affiliates on and things of that nature. I'm excited. That was good, good stuff. Speaking of paying real estate and Audis and Gucci, well, shoes with the red bottoms on it. It's the Louboutins. Miss Malika, how important is it? What are the benefits of real estate, and how does one get started for your business? Getting real estate for your business.
Everything for me and my company is about legacy and building generational wealth. And so, along with buying property in your business name, it goes to the same thing. You're building a legacy. Real estate, any type of real estate, is the quickest, I feel. I'm not going to say easiest because I've done it. And so, kudos to people that do it, right? But it is of every multimillionaire that I know is in some type of real estate. And so for me, everything about my brand is about legacy and generational wealth. So real estate is that.
Wow. I like that. When we start businesses, we may be thinking about selling products and services and to serve. And in most cases, just to quit and work for ourselves because we're tired of a boss or the corporate finagle. But we never think about legacy and real estate and owning real estate for your business. So thank you so much, Malika, for that information. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we, and talk about investing as a business in the last 2 or 3 years. There is cryptocurrency and trading bitcoins that has taken the world by storm. So, any of you that have, experience in this is a free for all question. What are the benefits of businesses accepting cryptocurrency? Can it potentially be another income stream? And what are the tax implications? So there's three parts. So we're going to start with one. What are the benefits of businesses accepting cryptocurrency and investing? Can a business not just have cryptocurrency, but can a business invest in the stock market, things of that nature? Who can help us with that? Bueller? Anybody?
Okay, so let me make sure I'm clear on your question, Tiffany. So you're saying that what are the benefits of receiving or collecting crypto, right, for payments? Okay.
Yes, of accepting cryptocurrency for payments. Thank you.
Okay. So answer that a little bit from the accountant standpoint. It's actually extremely beneficial, but it has a lot of tax ramifications behind it. I don't think that we know of us. We know the impact of collecting Bitcoin, crypto. But when it comes down to receiving it, it's really beneficial because once you receive it, you received it for the value of your services. However, with the dollar, it doesn't appreciate value. But with Bitcoin, it does appreciate value. So let's say, for example, you paid me $50 cash. Well, you paid me $50 in Bitcoin against the value of cash. The $50 in cash I receive is going to stay $50, but the crypto is going to appreciate. So the benefit is that we've gotten paid, but we also have that asset that is also when we receive those coins in exchange for our services. And then the appreciation with the increased value of those coins are extremely beneficial as well. But there are major tax ramifications behind that.
Absolutely. At what point should a small business, a majority of us are small businesses, at what point should a small business look into being able to accept Bitcoin? Do we need to be at a certain level financially? Or when should we look into it, accepting Bitcoin? I know I was walking through the airport and I noticed, it got Bitcoin and able to pay this way through Bitcoin and things of that nature. So with the metaverse and things evolving quickly, When should we look into that? At what point in our business structure, or what should we have as a foundation before we go to that next level?
So it's a good question. So I think you should start collecting Bitcoin now. But the issue is that, are you organized? Are you doing your bookkeeping? Do you have proper record keeping? So if you're lagging on that, receiving Bitcoin is going to cause you more problems. So if you don't have your financial house in order, I just wouldn't recommend you venture into collecting Bitcoin at the moment until you get your financial house in terms of your paperwork, your bookkeeping, your tax accountant in place, because we will have to literally monitor your account month to month for the appreciation, the trade. It's layers to it. So it complicates the fundamentals of the business. So I recommend, if you're not organized, you don't have your stuff in order, don't do it yet. What you think, Tara? Look, it's going to cause some more issues, right?
Yeah, I would totally agree on that. This tax season, I've just seen a lot of people not understand what it means to trade, to sell, the tax implications of it, and them owing a lot of money. It's like, if you're not ready for that, you really, Folasade said it, you really got to get your financial foundation in order first, because there are a lot of indicators that relate to that they're still working on, honestly. So as it grows and changes, the tax laws changes. So I definitely second that emotion.
Yeah, it's not regulated yet, is it? Has it regulated yet, or just slowly but surely some? Okay.
Mhm.
Is it a good time to get into it, even if it's not for business, maybe personally, to kind of go on and dabble in a little bit as far as investing is concerned?
Well, I believe you don't understand it yet, don't invest into it. Just truth be told, if you can't explain it,
Mhm.
talk about it, read the instructions, don't invest. Please don't. I don't buy blind investing. I don't care if it's popping off, because people did that Dogecoin. I have clients that lost thousands of dollars this year. Did you see that Dogecoin? They were unaware of it. They were naive.
Wow. Good stuff, good stuff. People trying to get quick money and take care of things, and all money ain't good money. That's what we see in dominoes. All money ain't good money, but that's I'm a dominologist.
I've
But
heard a lot this time.
that's also in real life. All
Mhm.
money ain't good money. Big Mama said if it's too good to be true, more than likely it probably is. It probably is. And pray. Seek God. Some of that stuff just ain't Jesus. Amen. Um, Speaking of money and investing, what is crowdfunding? Crowdfunding. And is that a good way to gain investments for your business? That's an open question for any of you queens. Crowdfunding. Anybody know about crowdfunding? Tara, is that I'm sorry, Malika, is that you don't know anything about crowdfunding, getting
I
funds?
knew very
So
little, very little.
Very
Go ahead,
good.
Annette.
So I mean, I know very little about it as well, but I've known people too, especially if they're trying to launch a product and they need major revenue behind it to get the product out. I've known them to use like those particular platforms to kind of like almost like get angel investors that they wouldn't typically have access to if they weren't utilizing that particular platform. So I do know that it can be good in a sense of, especially if it's something that you're trying to launch and you need major revenue that you don't have. Those particular platforms will allow you access to different potential angel investors that you wouldn't typically have access to if you weren't on the platforms.
And to add to that, what will be important even before you try to go for crowdfunding is to have your business plan or pitch deck in
Mm-hmm.
place. You have to be able to explain your business. They have to understand why you're wanting them to invest in their business and what they're going to get out of it.
Yep.
So your business plan and pitch deck will be very important.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, business plan, having a pitch together,
Mm-hmm.
and looking good on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Looking good on paper. I know most of us. I know for me, it's these ideas that God gives me, and I can see down the street, but how to get there and the
Mhm.
strategy for success and the plan and the process and I mean, like, Lord, I saw the big picture. You ain't tell me about the concrete for the foundation with the wood beams and the. Hey, hold on, wait a minute. So we see the house. That's me, the business, the dream, the vision. When he woke us up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and gave us this look. But baby,
That's right.
the
Mhm.
blueprint is so important.
And you
Because
know
Mhm.
what, Tiffany, adding to
yeah,
that, one of the first keys in building business credit is exactly that, right? Looking good on paper, appearing to be a large corporation. And so, of course, that's building your foundation. But nobody really, really took it seriously, I feel, until, of course, you had EIDL coming through and then PPP. So all of that, what that puts you, of course, in a position where you take it very seriously when now funding is attached to it. So just co-signing to what you're saying, having your ducks in order, looking great on paper, building your foundation and making yourself look like a huge corporation. Yeah, that was good.
so I want each of you to help when it comes to business. That's amazing. When it comes to business and entrepreneurship, there's a level of risk and faith.
Mhm.
And a lot of times we are starting this with no money,
Mhm.
little money,
Mhm.
working a 9 to 5 while building, doing the best we can. So I'm going to ask each of you before we go back to Fancy. Annette, help us, or each of you just give us some wisdom to this business owner that
Mhm.
believes in their business, want to take the risk, and have the faith for little money. Encourage us today.
My biggest recommendation is to stay consistent with it, because a lot of times if we don't see results in the first 24 hours, we think that means it's a flop. But people have to know what you're doing, right? So one of the things is, and I had to learn through error because I've been a full-time entrepreneur to be 11 years in July. You think your target audience is your family and your friends, and it's not, right? So understand that your family and friends probably will not purchase a thing from you. Make sure you are in alignment with whoever the target audience is. That target audience is the people need and want and will pay for whatever it is that you have to offer, right? So right off the jump, understand who needs, wants, and will pay for your services, and make sure you target your marketing towards those particular individuals, right? And be consistent with it, because a lot of times we'll get on social media and think if we say something one time, everybody that follow us saw it, and that is not the case, right? And I tell my
Right.
clients, I was like, don't y'all see McDonald's commercials every day? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, if McDonald's still putting commercials out there and they still promoting, why do we think we don't have to? We need to promote as consistently as McDonald's does, right? Like every day, every time your child get in front of the TV, a McDonald's commercial gonna run, then you need to run to your social media and run something about your business, right? That's how consistent you need to be, and stay in front of your target audience so that you can start seeing people in that target audience convert into paying clients. But don't look for your family and friends to be your audience and your customers, because the reality is most of them will not be. So don't disappoint yourself. But consistency is key, and making sure you are in alignment with who you are, your passion, your purpose, and in alignment with your target audience. Don't go out there creating a business because Susu have a business and it look easy to her. She operating in her anointing. You need to operate in yours. Okay. So stay consistent, but make sure you in alignment.
Yes, talk to your target audience. Make sure what your target audience is,
Hmm.
and stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Yes,
Stay in your
absolutely.
lane. Don't
Yes, we all
depend
have a
on
lane. Don't put your
yeah.
blankers over, getting over on nobody else, and stay in yours.
Don't depend on your family and friends.
No.
Strangers
Yes.
are your
Hmm.
biggest customers.
Mhm.
That was, in the Bible, it says in John 1 and 11, he went to his own and his own received him not.
I'm not. Exactly. Yep.
That's a word.
That's a
Yes,
word.
yes, indeed. Strangers are your customers.
They are. Yep.
They are. They are. Terra.
Yes. Annette said a mouthful. I mean, the biggest thing is, and I'll take that, and I'll say that too, is consistency. I had to learn that the hard way. You can't show up one week and not show up the next 3 weeks. You really have to be consistent. But another thing I would like to add to that is confidence.
Yeah.
You have to be confident in what you're serving, in what your genius is, and what your creativity is. Because you can show up every day, but if you don't have the confidence, then it's going to tackle you, it's going to bring you down. So I
Hmm.
definitely encourage those to stay confident, to be consistent, and to also Annette mentioned like your ideal client, but let's take it a step back. Do you know who your ideal client is? You have to stop selling to everybody. You have to figure out who your avatar is. Because the longer you take to figure that out, the longer you're going to feel like you're out here just things are not working, but that's not true. You're just not connecting with your ideal audience. So figure out who your avatar is, figure out who your challenges and problems you're solving. Then you will find your lane, and you won't have to put on the blinkers because you're going to know you're in your lane because they're going to know you're out there to serve and support them. So that would be my takeaway.
Janelle, same question. Encourage us, Queen.
So my encouragement for us is don't forget your why. Sometimes that's all you're gonna have when the money isn't there. Is your why you started. Why did God choose you? Because again, when you say yes to becoming a business owner, you're chosen. And the moment that you say yes, there is a passion and a purpose that's on the inside of you that has to come out. And that why keeps you driven. It keeps you moving forward. It keeps you encouraged. It keeps you reminded that I am graced for this and the people that I'm called to serve. So don't lose hope of why you started and why you should continue to keep going, because your business is worth it and it deserves every single chance and opportunity that it's supposed to come its way.
Thank you. Folasade the accountant, help us, Queen.
Okay, so back on what Janelle said, because that leads into what I say, because your purpose is, I feel as though it's connected to God. And what I realize is that new entrepreneurs don't know where to sow their resources. Out there, they start with 3,000, 5,000. They're hiring coaches. They're buying $5,000 websites. They're doing this. So I think the first step that any entrepreneur needs to do is to know where to sow your money. You need to know where to sow it in some strengths. You may not need to sow it there because you're strong in consistency. You're strong in discipline. You're strong in this. You may need to sow it in opportunities to get on other people's platforms, like Swag Her, like I did when I first started my brand 5 years ago, or you may need to sow into your weaknesses, maybe hire a virtual assistant, hire a social media manager. So I fully believe that once an entrepreneur is aligned with their purpose, then God can give them the direction that they need to sow effectively. They need to grow and scale their company. So that's my process of sow, SOW, strengths, opportunities, and weaknesses. You need to know where to sow your resources at.
Where to sow strengths, opportunities, and weaknesses. That was rich. Thank you, Queen. And it makes sense because there's nothing like getting the PPP and spent it on some, and now you don't have a return on your investment. You don't have a return on your investment. If you sow sparingly, you shall reap sparingly. But if you sow bountifully, you shall reap bountifully. Stay consistent. Be confident. That's what we heard the last couple of times. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, Malika Honore.
So I'm one of these radical entrepreneurs, business owners, okay? And so I'm all faith. I'm going to be honest with you because there's no other reason that I'm here on this platform other than favor. Unlike some of these ladies on this right here, a bunch of them, I don't even know them, but they seem college educated. I am not. I'm educated, but not college educated. So other than favor, it's all faith for me. But I'm going to challenge the ladies here that's listening to us and watching us here. And so the reason why I fell in love with business credit is because what I realized that it could do for me and my businesses. I didn't share with you all, but I started my daycare. I have several daycares, and I started my daycare center off with an income tax check. Just it. So how many of y'all know that that wasn't enough money at all, right? To grow and scale anything, right? It was $9,000. And so that's why I say there's no other reason up here other than favor. But I challenge the women, and when you're trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want to start, what type of business it is, I challenge you to focus on going get the money first. Because I always say this, we come up and create these businesses based on what money we have now, currently, right? What could we do with $50,000? in business credit, right? That is not attached to our personal credit. It is not attached to our social security number unless we falter, of course. But I challenge everyone to go find the funding, go get the money first, and then come up with a vision to create generational wealth and legacy for your babies. But yeah, I'm a radical business owner. All faith, baby.
You sound like me. I'd be like, I don't know. He said it. I believe it, and that settles it. I'm Peter.
Tunnel
He's
vision.
Sure, that's him. He said, "Come walk on this water." I can't swim, but I'm walking on the water, so he gonna have to.
Period.
Yes, I can't swim, but he with me. I have to. Who we got left? That's everybody. Listen, I've had an amazing time tonight with you. Awesome queens. And not just from the first one to this one as well. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and your wealth. Thank you for sowing into us. Thank you, Fancy, for the vision. I'm getting ready to pull up back up here, but thank you all so much for sharing your time, giving of your strengths, and sowing into us, sharing wisdom, these nuggets. We got some stuff that we should have paid for tonight. So if we got here and you did not take your great notes and you did not take advantage of this divine opportunity of wisdom, the Bible says, in the multitude of counsel, there's wisdom. We've had a multitude of counsel tonight to help us at whatever level we are in our business. We've received some answers. We've received some wisdom. We've received some strategy. We've received some tools. So thank you, ladies. And I pray that you guys, everything that you poured out for this panel and the panel before us, that God richly rewards and put back into you as well. Thank you all for having me. I am your girl, your homie, your sister from around the way, Lady Tiffany Nicole, the owner of Power Influence Radio, using the power of radio to make a kingdom influence around the globe. The first African-American woman to own an internet radio station in 3 major markets, Dallas, Atlanta, and Houston. I'm also the host of the Virtuous Hour with Lady Tiffany Nicole every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, on the best radio station in the land, Power Influence Radio. Again, if you guys could download the app, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Power Influence Radio, as well as the Virtuous Hour. My personal Facebook page is Tiffany Nicole. And I would love for you guys to connect with me, and I will connect with each of you as well. Make sure you download the app, take a selfie of yourself and post it on your social media and tag Power Influence Radio so that we can put you in a raffle. If you go to www.thevirtuoushour.com and fill out the form that you want to be on the show, interview panelists that was here, as well as interview business owners that were on that were our visitor and a part of the audience tonight. If you say that you saw me on Her Money Matters, I will allow you to be on my platform for just $25. That's it, $25. I have 2.5 thousand and growing watchers and listeners every Saturday morning. Awesome platform, amazing connection. Swag Her Magazine is my PR and partner. I'm so glad that I've been with you guys. I'm going to put my website here for you guys to visit if you would like to be on the show, and just let me know that you heard about it right here. Her Money Matters, and I'll get you on and get you booked and have something special for you guys. If there's nothing else, thank you guys for having me. I hope you've enjoyed everything, and if not, I'm turning it right back over to Fancy. We fancy now. That's my hashtag. The owner, the visionary of this amazing platform, and founder of Swag Her Magazine. Check out Swag, baby. We more than a mag. Come on, Fancy. Fancy.
Okay, y'all. As y'all can see, this platform is very intense. But thank you all for tuning in this evening and joining us for Her Money Matters. Thank you so much to Lady Tiffany Nicole for moderating the panels. Thank you to all of the panelists, ladies. I know I couldn't name everybody just off the top of my head, but I greatly appreciate you all for sharing your expertise. And of course, this particular panel did stream on Facebook, so you can always go there and share it. But I'm gonna look into also uploading these to YouTube, and so that everyone, will have a chance to view it. Just depending on whatever the situation is. So you all can also share that link as well with your people who weren't able to attend. But I'd also like to thank our sponsors, which of course was Chi Bath and Body. And I see Kim was on here and she asked a lot of questions, and Kim know how much I love and appreciate her. She was also one of our vendors. You all can, I think she's still on. So if you all would like to reach out to her, she's in the chat just in case you didn't get to stop by her table. Also, thank you to my co-hostess, Anya T.M. Davis, who led the Theories and Thoughts table, which is our podcast and talk show. And I wanted to close us out with showing you all our trailer in case you aren't familiar with Theories and Thoughts Deep Dive, excuse me, which is the talk show that that is distributed on the Exposure TV network. Also, thank you to Angelica, our managing editor, who handled the Swagger magazine table as well. And I think that is all of the thank yous that I needed to get out. But I wanted to also let you all know that we are planning our next event for April the 14th, in case anyone is interested in being a vendor, or also, well, our speakers are more so going to be our clients for this next event. But I do want you all to just know that it is coming up. It's going to be more so a mind, body, and soul experience type of event. So that is the tentative date is 4/14. And my last announcement, I think, because while I have you all here, I want to make sure I get all my plugs out. Don't forget to check out our website at swagger.net. And next week, I'll be at the Marketing Tea in Atlanta, presented by Glambitious. In case anyone is interested in taking part in this event, then you all can follow the Glambitious page. And Lily Mae has information posted on that as well. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity for those of you all who are content creators, or even business owners, who are creating content for your business, because you're still a content creator if you look at it at the end of the day. So where that's going to be in Atlanta. And then we have some other events that are coming up as well. But definitely make certain, if you're not subscribed to our newsletter, when you visit our website, you can subscribe to the newsletter there. And that way you can stay in the know of everything. And my very last announcement, because y'all, it's like stuff just coming up off the top of my head now. But I also want to let you all know that, of course, I am transitioning into a visibility coach. So if anyone is interested, I know that the ladies talked about consistency and visibility, especially on the business panel, like as far as just like for business owners, then I do have my course that is dropping on April the 21st. So if you follow me at Fancy Swagger on Instagram, then you all can find all the details there. Now that concludes our event for the evening. So again, thank you all. We really appreciate you all attending. Peace and blessings, and y'all have a nice night.